But gold and green hits every time. Like gold, green, and brown. Period. Period. On your bitches. That tea was banging. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Zaria Shakira, aka frizzeecurlz, aka Z, also known as your favorite inconsistent queen. And today I'm going to be doing a green makeup look for you guys. So the first thing I'm using is this Fruits Cosmetics eyeshadow base in the shade Almond. I actually really love these bases from Fruits Cosmetics. They work really well, and I'm going to be blending it out with an e.l.f. brush. This is their Flawless Concealer brush. For my eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using only one palette, and this is the Just My Luck eyeshadow palette from Colourpop. It is their green palette, and it's a part of their Dream Big collection. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to my sister because she actually bought me this collection for my birthday recently. So I'm very excited to work with all of these colors, but of course, since my hair is green, I will be using the green palette first. The first color I'm going to be using for this look is the shade called Act Natural. It's like the dark green matte in the palette. And I'm just outlining the shape I want for this look using that shade before I fill it in using that same green. Before taking any other colors, I do go ahead and use a small blending brush to just diffuse out the edges a little bit. And once I do that, I'm just taking two shades using Kiss My Ass first, and then Chances Are, just to make it a little bit more gradient. That's a little trick for you guys if you didn't know, or if you're new to makeup. If you want to get like a really nice pretty blend, you can start by using a darker shade of that same color and then blend it out using lighter shades. And just so the green doesn't get lost, I'm going to go ahead and add some more back to the area where I drew the outline, and then blend it out some more, kind of doing the same thing, going back and forth until I'm ready to cut my crease. So to cut my crease, I'm going to actually be using some coconut oil. I feel like a lot of people don't know this trick or technique, whatever you want to call it, but I actually use coconut oil to cut my creases. I literally get almost the perfect cut crease every time, and I actually recently invested in these pointy Q-tips. You can find them at Ulta, but I will try to leave a link down below just in case you're looking for some. So yeah, after I cut the crease, I'm going to go back in with that Fruits Cosmetics eyeshadow base in Almond to, I guess, further cut it, or like apply the eye base on the cut crease, whatever you want to call it. Most times I like to cut my crease with coconut oil first and then go on top with my eyeshadow base. I just find that it gives me a much cleaner cut crease, and it also doesn't like blend colors together if that's not the look I'm going for. So when I want to like separate the colors from each other, I definitely go ahead and wipe off any eyeshadow using coconut oil first. Then I go on top of that with my base before I add any of my eyeshadow to it. So taking those same two lighter shades that I used to diffuse out the eye, I'm going to use that on my crease. So I'm going to take Kiss My Ass first on the outer crease, and then I'm going to use Chances Are on the inner crease. And what you'll see me do is add these colors on my crease, and then towards the middle where they connect, I'm just going to try to blend them together just by patting them together. So to do that, I just take one color, pat it towards the other color, and then take that other color and pat it towards the first color. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's kind of how you get a really good blend, by just patting them together versus trying to actually blend them together. Once I do that, it's time for the liner. So I was just kind of being spontaneous with this, but I thought it was going to be really cute. So the first thing I'm doing is taking the Crayon Case's white Sharp Me eyeliner pen and just outlining my cut crease. So once I get the white liner looking how I want it, I'm going to take my black Sharp Me eyeliner pen and just kind of create a half wing type of situation and blend it out into the green in my outer corner. Hopefully that made sense, but when you do these type of looks, you want to take the tiniest amount of black just to kind of set the liner first, and then just use that same black to blend it out into the darker color that you use. So I just take the tiniest amount of black, and then I go in with my dark green to kind of just blend it all out together and smoke it out. You literally only need like a little tap of black when you're trying to add it to a look. And make sure when you're blending it with another color, you use a different brush to use any of the other colors. Y'all, I literally struggle trying to explain how to do eye looks, but hopefully this all made sense to y'all. So now moving on to the face, what I'm going to use for my primer. This time I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I usually use the matte, but I wanted to use luminous because if you heard my intro, gold and green hits every time. So luminous primer or anything luminous will have like a gold tint to it. So I just wanted to use that to complement the green. And I'm just using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to get rid of any dark areas around my mouth before I go on with my foundation. Now for foundation, I'm using my Maybelline Superstay foundation, and I really love this foundation. I'm just not going to tell y'all my shade because I don't even know my shade for real. I just went to get matched at Sephora for a different foundation, and yeah, I realized I am much lighter than I ever thought I was, but that's another story for another video. So if y'all want to hear about that story when I do my new foundation routine, make sure you are subscribed. So for my foundation, what I do like to do is just take my Mario Badescu Rose Water Facial Spray and just saturate my brush before I blend it out. I just find that helps with making it look a little bit more skin-like. I'm a more skin-like makeup type of wearer. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I do. And again, after I finish blending out my foundation, I am going to spray my face with the Rose Water Facial Spray a little bit and then blend it out with a damp beauty blender. Like I said, it just gives me a more skin-like finish, and that's what I like. Next for concealer, I'm going to use my Ruby Kisses HD Concealer and Foundation. Y'all, this is literally like one of my favorite drugstore concealers. I've been using it for probably over a year now. It works really well. I actually like it better than LA Girl. Sorry, sis. But this is my new fave, especially if I'm going for a drugstore affordable concealer. So I just blend that out using my Real Techniques setting brush, and then I go on top of that with my Tarte Shape Tape and just highlight my under eye just a little bit more before I go ahead and set it. Y'all already know what's tea, but one of my favorite setting powders of 2020 is the Crayon Cases Chalk Dust Setting Powder. I am in the shade A. Well, at least that's the shade I'm going to use for the sake of this video. So before I set, of course, I just blend out my concealer any further to make sure there's no cracks, creases, and crevices. And then I just set the under eye with the Chalk Dust Setting Powder using the Crayon Cases 9 AM brush. And after that, it's going to be time to contour. This is nothing new to y'all if y'all have been watching my videos for long enough, at least since let's say June. I'm going to be using the Contoursition notebook by none other than the Crayon Case. And the shade I like to use from there is Bobby, but lately I've been mixing it with Bricky, and I find that it gives me like the perfect contour. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm using a Real Techniques contour brush. Y'all, Real Techniques has like the best brushes, especially for your foundation, base, whatever you want to call it. Like, your makeup is going to apply so flawlessly, and it's gonna look flawless when it's done, okay? And after I've contoured my face, I also am going to cut my contour under my cheeks. So I'm taking that same 9 AM brush and my letter A chalk dust and just cutting that, as you can see. And after I do that, I'm going to go back into my contour and just contour up my nose a little bit, chisel her down. And I'm kind of going to do the same type of technique by cutting my contour on my nose using this Real Techniques brush. I'm not sure the name, but I guess I'll leave it down in the description box because I don't feel like going to get it to look at it. So sorry. But yeah, it's a Real Techniques brush. So all you really got to do is just go to Real Techniques and see what kind of brush it is. I got mine in a set. I actually don't think they sell this one individually, so it shall be easy for you to find. Anywho, after I do that, I'm just using the same green colors that I used on the top of my eye for the bottom of my eye and just connecting it and, you know, blending it all together. And off camera, I did line my waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 waterline eye pencil in the shade Legend. That's literally the best eyeliner I have found for myself, at least. Like, it's waterproof apparently, and It really glides on like butter and it lasts all day. I really love it. So yeah, go get you some of that too. And once the eyes are done, you already know what time it is. It's time for the lashes. So first, what I like to do is just take some mascara. This is a mascara from the beauty supply store. And then on top of that, I like to take my Crayon Case Black Marker Mascara. This mascara dropped a couple months ago, maybe a few months ago now. I really like it. So go get y'all some of that too. So one thing I started to do this year was do inner corner highlight on my eye looks. I find this to be very, very beautiful in the end. So again, I'm taking the same palette that I've been using. They have a nice, really pretty lime green shimmer. Oh my God, y'all, that shimmer is so pretty. So I'm just taking that on the inner corner. I really forgot what it's called, so I'll just put it on the screen or something. So after I do that, I'm moving back onto my face, just bronzing it up a little bit. I actually use eyeshadow to bronze, but I recently bought me some Fenty bronzers. So we about to get into this foundation routine. I'm telling y'all, it's about to be fire. After my face is basically done, the last thing I like to do is take my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in the shade 360 Mocha. That's probably a little too dark for me, but that's neither here nor there and none of your business. So I'm taking that and I'm just going to blend everything together so it can look all good and stuff, and you know, like I know what I'm doing. So now I'm moving on to the lips. I'm taking the Crayon Cases Blackboard Lip Pencil and their matte lipstick in the shade Lucci. So I just outline my lips in Blackboard, and then of course I'm going to be adding Lucci on top of that. But first, let me add some highlights that I forgot to do. But yeah, this basically will give you like an ombre type effect. I like using black to outline my lips when I'm using like greens or reds or like, you know, those deep colors. It just looks pretty to me, so that's why I'm doing that. And I know y'all were probably wondering, well sis, you told us you was gonna put on mascara and then lashes, but you never even told us what lashes you wearing. So I did forget to show you guys because I was actually on IG Live doing this tutorial. So if y'all want to see it in action makeup tutorial or hair tutorial, y'all might as well follow me on Instagram, because y'all probably will see every look I ever do on Instagram first before y'all see it on YouTube. But anywho, these lashes are by Sweet Escape Cosmetics. They're the lemon drop lashes, and these are so pretty, y'all, so pretty. So I'm finishing up my lips, and after that I'm just going to add a couple lower lashes because I was like, let me be fancy today. I cannot actually tell you what kind of bottom lashes these are because these are actually just cut from top lashes and I just stuck them on my bottom lash. So yeah, I don't really know which lashes I used to do that, but it's just the same process as the top lashes. Just take some glue and stick it to the bottom and then add any mascara if you need to. It wouldn't be me if I didn't dress it up and make it real for y'all. So of course I'm gonna go ahead and add some fake jewelry because I couldn't get my nose pierced this year. If you want to know any details on this nose cuff, I will leave it down below in the description box. So there's not much left to this look. We're just gonna add some highlight, and of course I'm going to use the infamous Honor Roll highlighter by the Crayon Case. This highlighter is super pretty. Like, this is definitely in the top 5. I don't even know what my top 5 highlighters are. I don't even have a lot of highlighters, but this is definitely in my top 5. And of course, you already know I had to use gold highlighter because what? Gold and green hits every time. Now for a little razzle dazzle, y'all already know I'm about to add me some fake moles because it's cute, and I like to complement the mole that I have on my neck, so I just add a little bit on my face. You know, not too many because I know some people be going ham with the moles, but I only add a few. Then I'm going to touch up anything that needs to be touched up. We can't forget to set our face. I'm using a beauty supply store setting spray, but I just got me some more Urban Decay setting spray finally, so we in there. It's the hair for me. And that's how it's done, y'all. I really hope you guys loved how this look came out as much as I did. I really didn't mean for this video to be long, but hey, hopefully y'all enjoyed it and maybe learned something since I've been slacking on my videos. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Leave any comments or questions down below and I'll be sure to answer them. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video on your way to my next one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!